If you want to see how I put together this Tiffany themed balloon garland, then stay tuned. Now the first color I'm using is this silver color. It's not chrome, but I think paired with the other colors, it does work really well. I would have preferred a more chrome silver, but I wasn't going to get the chrome balloons in time for the event. I'm also starting with my 5-inch balloons first. I like to do all my 5-inch balloons first because I just think they're the most time consuming, so I try and knock those out as quickly as possible. When you are blowing up your 5-inch balloons, you want to make sure you're tying them in pairs because it does save you time, especially if you start also making those pairs into quads or triplets. That will save you time in the end when you're adding them to your base. The next color we're using is just a Qualatex white. I really like Qualatex white because it is a solid white that's not see-through, so you don't have to double stuff them. And if you were to use these when double stuffing your other colors to make like more muted colors, I think the Qualatex white is very versatile, and you can make a lot of different colors using Qualatex white. So you always want to keep a basic white in your inventory so you can make other colors with it. And then when you are tying your 5-inch together, you want to make sure that you're tying them as close as possible to the tying the necks as tight as possible, so then you can just tie the necks together. Or if you are twisting them into quads, you can twist them a little better, and then they're easier to attach if the necks are longer. The next color we use is the Deluxe Turquoise, I believe, or Deluxe Teal. I'll have the exact color in the description, but this was a hard color to find, and especially only because I was trying to make it look like the Tiffany blue, and there isn't an actual color Tiffany blue, so I tried to find the best thing that I could see on screen. Of course, I wasn't able to order samples, so I had to go with what looked good on the computer. But I think this color really turned out well, and it paired well with the silver like I was using earlier. So when I got to my larger balloons, I started with the blue. You want to take one of your larger, like either 17 or 24-inch, and pair that with a 12-inch balloon and tie it into a dupe. And then you want to make an additional dupe with just two 12-inch balloons. And then once you have two pairs of dupes, you want to twist them together in the middle. I like to twist 3 times, but it doesn't really matter how often you twist, just as long as it's nice and tight and secure. Now you're going to repeat this process for all the colors, but I just wanted to show the blue color because that was going to be my main color. And when you see at the end that the garland is actually like bookend, so it's color blocked, but it's not a repeating pattern. It's, you know, the blue on the left and then the blue on the right end, and then the other two complementary colors in the middle. I thought about adding some more white, but I really wasn't sure if that was going to take over the whole design that I was going with, because she wanted a lot of blue, as you can see as you'll see at the end when I show you guys more of the event video. So this was a different type of color blocking that I wanted to showcase because the client really wanted a lot of blue in her design, and most of the decorations were her. I just provided the venue and I provided the balloons. All the other decorations were provided by the client, between her and her friends. And I really wanted to showcase how tied together this event was, because I had never seen someone do their own event and make it look so professionally done. Like, it was just blowing away. I was just blown away with how coordinated it was, how everything was so decorated and on par with the theme, because her name was Tiffany, so she had a Tiffany themed party for herself for her 40th birthday. So I just thought to show you guys the outcome of all the decorations that she had, because I just think it's one of my more memorable events from when we had our venue. So if you guys like this video, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.